Alan G. Honey is serving some of the hottest tea we've ever seen, and the dispute between Brat and her wife, Judy Jessica, has clearly gotten out of hand. You've undoubtedly heard of the custody dispute between them, in which Judy is defending her rights as a mother, while Brat is asserting that the child is her son. But hold on tight because things are about to become much stranger. Brat made the audacious and startling decision to evict Judy Jessica from their house in a scene straight out of a Hollywood movie script. You're correct. Judy is saddened that what began as a personal argument has turned into a full-fledged media circus. I never imagined Brat would harm me in this way after we had a good and healthy relationship. Judy goes on, talking about it and describing her distress. We made the decision to live together forever. Guys move around like butterflies on every bloom and dump girls, as Judy described them. So they decided to stop dating men. Judy, however, feels more deceived than ever right now. According to her, treating a woman the way Brat did was the worst thing a guy could do to her. This is a whole emotional upheaval, not simply a breakup. Judy is left reeling, exiled from the house they shared, and left wondering about everything after believing she had found her forever in Brat. The media will undoubtedly keep covering this issue, which is far from over. This tale will only grow hotter, so stay tuned. This is all the information you need to follow this emotional trip. God, my love for you will always be there. Everyone, let's get going. Once again, it's your gal. Okay, people, this is going to get nasty up here. Would anybody want to join me for tea? Who do you think we should tell today? She, her husband, BBL Judy, and rapper Brat. The situation at the airport is as follows. The famed Judy Dabrat's mother was visiting a stunning place as they were going about their regular life. It's all right in front of you if you look. People must realize that many of these celebrities prefer to post on Instagram, giving the impression that everything is well, but in reality their lives seem to be rather unstable. Judy reportedly finds it difficult to hide her true feelings for Brat. Are you unaware that your Orissas are in these movies? Because, sweetheart, we see it. The video of them fighting over who gets to buckle up baby True's car seat has been viewed by everyone. For example, why would it take two people to tie a single baby? Make sense of it. Judy views her child as her greatest asset in general. I'll act whichever I believe is proper. They have allegedly spoken about this child before, but I'm ready to wager that they haven't. It makes it clear that this is my child. It's not your child. Because of the tremendous tension, a knife could easily cut it. This little issue has surely caused them to quarrel in the past. Judy's motivation for misbehaving has evolved. Everything occurs for a reason, I promise. More than 50 commenters seem to think Judy is acting like a first-time mother, even though Brat is the real first-time mother here, having just given birth to her first child. Not to mention that Judy is preparing for the birth of her fourth child. However, some fans are already hoping that the honeymoon period will last since Judy isn't allowing Brat to completely experience the joy that comes with being a first-time parent. Where is the awe-inspiring beauty we have heard about in reality? Sis, that's what's lacking. Judy always seemed to be in charge and actively trying to deepen this connection when I first started watching them. Do you recall the extravagant birthday celebration she hosted for Brat just before she proposed? It was all directed toward Brat. I'll acknowledge that Judy was supposedly pushing the situation and causing the most stress. I am glad that everyone saw it, even if it is just my opinion. You know, this marriage and this child were all planned, and Judy has been behaving very purposefully out here. She seems to be playing the long game to get that bag and is really dedicated. Oh my, look at that. I'll remove it. Okay, I'll be back shortly. When you see them, how do you feel? You belong to this village and the tribe. In order to take it all in, I sometimes have to take a step back and just say, oh. Simply put, there is too much love in one place. They are just as fortunate as he is, despite the fact that he is an extremely lucky baby. Judy understood that this would get her and Kaleidoscope the attention they want, therefore she was actually acting for the money, the marriage, the children, and everything else. All her life, she has tried to please everyone. Do you recall the time when Judy and Brat were together? Was everyone happy with the public premiere? That's what I already said. On Instagram in 2020, Brat verified what we already knew. She was seeing BBL Judy. But in reality, they began dating in 2017. You are aware of the tale, yes. Everything came together when Brat made his debut at one of Judy's big Kaleidoscope events. However, there are rumors that Judy once broke up with dabrat in order to return to her lover. You're correct. I believe Judy's heart has always been somewhere else ever before Sis momentarily slipped out. She probably still has feelings for her husband. Younger. I'm just putting it out there. Their wedding is placed in February 2022. Before you know it, they are discussing babies. Sweetheart, I understand why everyone assumed Judy would give birth to that child. Isn't this whole thing a story from the beginning? Brat was really prepared to ride for her spouse. Tonight's tea straight will be enjoyable. Judy tried desperately to pick up an egg. When she was brought to the hospital, she had an enlarged heart and blood clots in her lungs. That was a disaster, kid. Now pay close attention, ma'am. Contrary to what some of you have previously conjectured in the comments, it is not Brat's ex. To be clear, the parties are the sperm donor and Judy's eggs. The infant was born by Brat alone. The IVF procedure did not employ Brat's eggs. If you watch Season 3, you can see how emotional Brat became while talking to Judy about the whole issue. However, some of you claim that Judy never intended to be the one carrying that child, and that everything was predetermined. No one is fooled by Judy. Let's tell the truth. Sis exhibits her egocentricity wherever she walks on these virtual streets. It all hinges on her earning capacity, riches, and ability to shine. It's business, not romance. When I see her with my love, Brat, I see that. As several of you have pointed out in the comments, Judy has done a great deal for Brat. Please understand that she is expressing her love for Brat by purchasing him all of these expensive presents. Let's face it, though. She is not necessarily feeling that way merely because she is taking care of herself. It was clear that Judy saw cash signs and no nonsense as soon as she made contact with Brat. But how can you say that Judy had her own money, you ask? Sis already has her own bag, you're right. But let's not act as if she didn't regard this connection as a means of advancing her career. Simply stated, I don't think Judy was really committed to this from the beginning. I may be mistaken, but these are my thoughts. Feel free to share yours in the space provided below. I'm the only one assembling the components here. Now, this is just my view, but we need to pause and consider the many events that are taking place. In these 1 or 2 minute videos that kids are sharing online, there are several warning signs that point to a more serious issue. For example, if circumstances and precedents work out and they decide to part ways, what is in the contract about baby true? It is obvious that Judy does not want anybody to hold her child, let's face it. Do you recall Judy's admission in the first season of Brat Loves Judy that she wasn't really there for her children? I just want to know whether she's feeling bad. She left her daughter to raise the boys while she went for the bag because she was too busy growing her business. She could be making up for it by giving newborn True her undivided attention, something she didn't do for her other 3 kids. But wait, Mom doesn't have to constantly stare at baby True on a webcam to show him all the love in the world. How many days after the baby's birth have gone by? How long has the camera been following him? Their parenting style is theatrical. Please let me know if you see anything by leaving a comment below. Some of you are taking notes on stuff that I didn't even notice, so I'm wondering what's going on here. Can we say that anything is wrong?